For the past year, we've all been told that Retrieval Augmented Generation, or RAG, is the key to making AI smarter with our own data. But what if the way we've been doing it, the fundamental assumption at its core, is just plain wrong? Today, we're going to pull back the curtain on a totally new way of thinking about AI document retrieval that might just signal the end of chunking as we know it.
So let's start by digging into what I like to call the vector RAG illusion. It's this idea that our current go-to method might not be as rock solid as we've been led to believe.
I mean, let's just ask the question straight up. What if the entire foundation of how we get an AI to read a document, chopping into tiny pieces and then just searching for similar sounding words, is fundamentally broken?
Okay, check this out. This image shows you the problem perfectly. Look at the path on the left. That's your standard vector RAG. You ask for deferred asset value, and sure, it finds a sentence that sounds similar. It's a high semantic match, but it's completely useless, totally irrelevant. Now look at the path on the right. This is how a person, or a smarter AI, would do it. It follows the document's actual structure, sees a reference to Appendix G, and navigates right to the correct table. It's the difference between just matching words and actually understanding the layout.
And that right there brings us to the main culprit. The single biggest point of failure in almost every RAG system you see out there is this practice of arbitrary chunking. We're literally taking a beautifully structured document and running it through a paper shredder.
And here's what happens when you do that. A simple 500 token limit just rips a financial table clean in two. The AI gets chunk number 15, which has all the numbers, but it never even sees chunk 14 where the headers are. All the context, what those numbers actually mean, is completely gone. The model's context is orphaned, and it's forced to guess, which, as you know, is a one-way ticket to Hallucination City.
And if that wasn't bad enough, vector databases are totally blind to the most basic instructions you'd find in a document. When the text says, "For more details, see Table 5.3 on page 87, vector search just stops. It has no concept of what page 87 even is. A human would just flip the page, right? It's a structural command, not a semantic one, and today's systems just can't handle it.
Okay, so if blindly matching text is the problem, what's the solution? Well, it means we have to completely reframe how we think about this whole retrieval thing.
And here's the core idea, the big mental shift. Retrieval is a navigation problem, not a matching problem. As these large language models get smarter and smarter at reasoning, our retrieval systems have to evolve. They need to stop acting like a simple keyword search and start acting more like an intelligent guide.
This visual just nails the difference. On the left, that's the vector world, a chaotic, messy cloud of disconnected text chunks. It's like trying to understand a book by reading random sentences out of order. But on the right, you've got guided navigation. You start with the table of contents. You pick a chapter. You follow the structure, exactly like a person would. This is the new blueprint.
So, what's the tech that actually makes this new, vectorless world possible? Let's get into it.
This is Page Index. And instead of chunking, it takes a PDF and converts it into this hierarchical tree index. It's basically a map of the document's real structure, its chapters, sections, tables, everything. The key thing here? No vector database, no chunking. The LLM then uses this map to reason its way through the document, just like a human would.
Here's a little peek under the hood. The actual physical layout of the document, like Chapter 2 you see here, gets translated into a really lightweight JSON tree. This little map lives right inside the LLM's context window, and the model uses it to figure out, on the fly, which parts of the real document it needs to read. It completely bypasses the need for those dense, messy vector embeddings.
So what does it actually look like when an AI uses this map to think its way to an answer?
It follows this really cool agentic process. Now, agentic is just a fancy way of saying it acts like a little detective, making decisions step by step. First, it reads the table of contents to get the lay of the land. Then it predicts which section probably has the answer and goes to read the raw content from there. But step 4 is the absolute game changer. It verifies if it has enough info. If the answer isn't there, it doesn't just give up and hallucinate. It goes back, picks another section, and keeps building up its context until it's confident it has what it needs to give you a fully cited answer.
And you can see that detective work right here in this flowchart. Instead of just grabbing a few random fragments of text, the system is actively investigating the document. That step, is the information sufficient? That's like its own little internal fact checker. And that's exactly why this approach slashes hallucinations so dramatically.
And this structural approach gets even cooler because it extends to images and charts. Instead of using clunky, error-prone OCR to try and turn a chart into text, PageIndex can just map a node in its tree, like quarterly revenue chart, directly to the image of that chart on the page. It then feeds that raw image straight to a Vision LLM, letting the AI literally see the data, just like you or I would.
So let's put these two head-to-head. Retrieval mechanism. Vector RAG uses semantic similarity, basically a fancy keyword search. PageIndex, on the other hand, uses an agentic tree search. It actually reasons its way through. Chunking. Vector RAG uses arbitrary, fixed-size chunks that we know break context. PageIndex uses the document's natural semantic sections. It actually respects the author's original structure. This all flows down to relevance. Vector RAG is just guessing based on how close words are in some abstract space. PageIndex uses the LLM's own brain to figure out what's relevant. And the big ones. Vector RAG can't follow cross-references. PageIndex can. This makes the whole process explainable, step by step, and gets us out of that black box of vector search.
And the results? Well, they pretty much speak for themselves. On a really tough financial reasoning benchmark, PageIndex hits nearly 100% accuracy. That's a whopping 48.7% improvement over traditional RAG. Now, there is a trade-off, right? This precision means giving up some of that sub-second latency. It takes a little more time because it's actually thinking, but it gets the right answer.
So does this mean we just throw our vector databases in the trash? Not at all. Actually, the future is probably going to be a hybrid of both.
And this is how it all comes together in the real world. You use each tool for its superpower. Let's say you have 10,000 documents. You use vector search as a super fast filter to find, say, the top 3 or 4 most likely documents. Then you hand just those few candidates over to PageIndex to do a high-precision, deep-dive navigation. Think of it like a funnel. You start with a broad search, and then you zoom in for surgical reasoning.
So, if there's one thing to take away from all this, it's pretty simple. To get to that next level of AI reasoning, we've got to change our entire approach. We need to stop searching and start navigating. So what do you think? Is this really the end of chunking as we know it? Or is there more to the story? I would love to hear your thoughts down in the comments. And hey, if this deep dive helped you look at RAG in a new way, hitting that like and subscribe button would be awesome. We've got a lot more explainers on bleeding-edge AI coming your way. Thanks for watching.